Choose life and live. Buy original. Be original.
Agencies of government at the nation's borders demonstrate commitment to develop and sustain strategic collaboration aimed at checking the importation and distribution of substandard and fake products in Nigeria. As the Standards Organization of Nigeria deploys new electronic technology to enhance its operations, efforts to rid the market of substandard lubricants and LPG receive a boost. Hello and welcome to Standard and You. It's another opportunity to talk quality, yes, product safety, to protect you, the consumer, from substandard products. My name is Ifoma Okonkwo and glad to have you join us on the program.
Our interest in small and medium scale enterprises is born out of government desire to grow that sector of our economy. And that we've been doing well with the Office of the Vice President and other sister agencies to inculcate the culture of quality assurance to small and micro enterprises. We've been doing this by participating with other sister agencies in SEME clinics that is being organized by the Office of the Vice President, and it has been a resounding success.
Choose life and live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
Why you dey buy fake product, make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live. Buy original. You should know where to go. The SON. Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
You should know where to go. The SON.
Standards Organization of Nigeria. Improving lives through standards.
Welcome back and thanks for being there. We begin the program by telling you that a team from the World Bank visited the operational headquarters of the Standards Organization of Nigeria in Lekki, Lagos. The fact-finding mission is part of efforts to explore ways of supporting the agency to check the menace of substandard goods in the country.
This is not the first time a team from the World Bank is visiting the Standards Organization of Nigeria. According to the leader of the delegation, they are in Nigeria to see how the bank can support the Standards Organization of Nigeria on issues of standardization, quality assurance, and metrology to enhance the agency's capacity to deliver on its mandate. The team leader believes that building a robust quality infrastructure comprising well-equipped laboratories and human resource with requisite knowledge on the job are critical steps in the right direction by the SON to winning the war against substandard and fake products.
My mission is in support of a program that the World Bank is conducting in the country, and that is related to the support, the strengthening of the Nigeria's quality infrastructure to promote trade and competitiveness in the country, and it is part of the World Bank programs. Infrastructure is the term that we use in our community to include all the institutions and functions that have to do with metrology, standardization, and conformity assessment, which involve inspection, testing, and certification, and accreditation and market surveillance. So it's a set of functions that are to a significant extent invisible, but that are essential in any country to support, on the one hand, the correct functioning of the markets, so to ensure that the products that you have on the markets are safe and provide good quality to consumers, and at the same time that activities conducted are respectful of the environment and other aspects. And on the other hand, is to ensure that products and services produced in a country can meet expectation of export markets in terms of requirement and quality characteristics.
SON's director, National Meteorology Institute in Enugu State, Engineer Bid Obayi, provided the visitors with insights into what the agency is doing to develop capacity in the area of meteorology. SON, he explained, has invested so much in that regard and remains resolute to deploy strategies to promote standardization. The overall objective, Engineer Obayi noted, is to achieve industrial growth and development.
Then we have seen that the brain of substandard products in Nigeria is inability to offer correct, accurate measurements. And if these equipment used in service are properly calibrated, these products that will come out of those industries must meet the expected standards. And so the nation will be rid of substandard products.
Director Standards Development Chinyere Egwonu and Director Laboratory Services Mojisola Kehinde, both of the SON, spoke on the imperatives of standards and progress made by the agency to develop critical infrastructure such as laboratories to determine the quality of goods made in Nigeria and those imported into the country.
We have the World Bank, a team from World Bank coming to do a kind of scoping and assessment of what we have on ground so that they can see areas of intervention concerning the standards organization activities. And they are more interested in the standards development activities, particularly our national standardization strategy, which is undergoing some work right now towards producing a national standardization strategy for Nigeria. They're also interested in metrology in our laboratories and other activities of SON. Well, SON stands to benefit from all this because if at the end of the day, after the assessments, they are able to intervene with the capacity building which they are planning to do, the SON will be strengthened to be able to carry out its standardization activities, its metrology activities, and other, even the laboratory activities, we'll be able to do that in a more effective and efficient way because we would have gained capacity, would have gained knowledge, the staff would have been well trained to be able to do these activities very well.
At the end of the meeting, the team assured officials of the SON of the World Bank's support to the Standards Organization of Nigeria, especially in the area of human capital development.
You're watching Standard and You, reaching you on Africa's largest television network, the NTA. 6:30 p.m. is our transmission time every Monday. It's the only standard platform on television where you get to know more about product quality and safety. Please join us Mondays at 6:30 in the evening. Moving on, I will continue to explore ways of working with other government agencies to promote standardization and quality assurance in the country. Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Osita Boloma, declares the SON boss was at the SEME border in Lagos, where he emphasized the need for security agencies to collaborate with relevant stakeholders to check the influx of substandard products into Nigeria.
Since he assumed office as Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Osita Aboloma Esquire has promoted and enjoyed strategic collaboration among government agencies in the country. This has in no small measure translated to significant success in the discharge of not only the SON's mandate, but those of other government agencies who have often taken advantage of such working partnership. This visit is in furtherance of the One Government initiative on the ease of doing business in Nigeria. Aboloma, while addressing the Customs Area Controller, SEME Border, Mohammed Garba, and representatives of other agencies and stakeholders at the border, explained that the task of protecting Nigerians from substandard products is a battle that must be won. This, he added, requires the collective support of the Customs Service, DSS, NAFDAC, customs agents, and consumers across the country.
The fight against substandard and hazardous products in Nigeria is not that of custom or SOM alone. It is a collective duty of Nigerians to make sure that people don't take us unawares, that Nigeria is not made a dumping ground and by extension a laughing stock by our neighbors and other countries in general. It is quite heartwarming to know that you've now set up a common examination places where you particularly and specifically invited SOM to participate in things that are even going out. This is something that is quite reassuring. It means that you people as a team will definitely take SON and Nigeria to the next level. So I commend you. Like standard, let there be continual improvements between us as Nigerians, as brothers, and as regulators. Let us be seeing more progress, more collaboration, and let us not lose track of the fact that it is our collective duty to protect and to serve Nigerians.
He acknowledged the exemplary leadership of the Controller General of the Nigerian Customs Service, Hamid Ali, and expressed gratitude to the service for its support to officials of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, especially those at the SEME border. He specifically thanked the Nigerian Customs Service for ensuring a conducive work environment for officials of SON through the allocation of office space within the ECOWAS building. The Customs Area Controller assured the Director General of the SON of the Customs' continued support, adding that both agencies are working for the common good of all Nigerians. Such partnership of the job, he stressed, will be promoted and sustained to rid the nation of fake and substandard products.
It is a record. No agency of government is superior to any other, because nobody can do it alone. It is for that reason government in its wisdom has seen the wisdom in harmonizing our operations jointly. Goods of standard or goods that do not conform to the standard as outlined by the Standard Organization of Nigeria, when they fall short of such standard, definitely they will not be allowed in or out. They will be subjected, they will report to the appropriate authority for further necessary action.
The area controller said, and I quote, "We cannot generate revenue for government at the expense of lives and properties of Nigerians. Thus, we work together in the interest of the nation and meet regularly to collectively resolve any observed challenges in the discharge of our respective mandates." End of quote.
Cannot generate the revenue without the cooperation of other agencies as well. When we are less informed about goods, we will refer, and when we are enlightened by the zone, we will also look at our books where we can classify them, where government revenue can also be generated. If there are prohibition, it can also be, the law will be applied. To continue to partner with some, anywhere where we are not adequately informed about the operation of some, we will seek knowledge. We are not perfect. They will educate us, and that will improve our efficiency together. You are welcome, and thank you, sir.
He said the new border posts at SEME border promotes one entry, one exit, and one control between Nigeria and the Republic of Benin, which makes the exchange of information easier for regional integration. The command, he noted, ensures strict compliance with the international law on cargo transit and delivery that ensures that goods meant for Nigeria are not discharged and transloaded in Benin Republic, but in Nigeria to create job opportunities for our people, both directly and indirectly. Osita Aboloma also addressed staff of the SON where he commended their dedication to duty and smooth working relationship with other regulatory and security agencies that has led to SON's active participation in joint import and export examination. Aboloma charged officials to brace up to the task of ensuring standards, adding that this has become necessary to meet the expectations of consumers in the country.
Our duty as standard officers is to improve the life of Nigerians through standards. And this job needs continual improvement of both the staff on ground and the management.
Did you know that the Standards Organization of Nigeria is building a robust technological capacity to enhance its operations? This is aimed at making its services seamless, easy, effective, and more efficient to reduce human contact to the barest minimum. Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria announced this at a meeting in Abuja. Please take a look.
Over the years, organizations, both in public and private sectors of the economy, have taken advantage of the advancement in technology to upgrade their systems to enhance their operations. The Standards Organization of Nigeria is one of such responsive government agencies that have demonstrated commitment to improved service delivery through strategic upgrade of its work tools and electronic solutions. Represented by a director in his office, the Director General of the SON, Osita Aboloma, explained that deployment of electronic payment solutions will address some of the challenges on the job and achieve strategic goals of the agency. Deputy Managing Director of Vertebra, Mike Aigbe, the solution provider, said creating an electronic engine for the SON will translate to improved and efficient service delivery. The e-receipt and demand note will do the following: eliminate human contact, reduce stress of moving from one department to another, speedy confirmation of payment, seamless interdepartmental interaction.
The Federal High Court in Ikoyi, Lagos has remanded one Kajetan Chike Monagolu in prison custody on a 4-count charge for dealing unadulterated engine oil. The court, presided over by Justice Saliu Seidu, also admitted Monagolu bail in the sum of 50 million naira and 2 sureties in like sum. The bail application was opposed by the SON prosecution team on the ground that the first defendant, Kajetan Chike Monagolu, committed another offense during the pendency of the case by 1. breaking and removing the official seal of the SON and evacuated 15,000 cartons of suspected adulterated engine oil put on hold by the SON, assaulting and beating up SON officials in the course of performing their lawful duties. The matter was adjourned. In a related development, a federal high court in Anambra State, southeast Nigeria, has issued a bench warrant for the arrest of Azubike Jerry, Ikechukwu Patrick, Cosmos Onwuka, and Ibuanusi Jerry for producing substandard liquefied petroleum gas cylinders. This was contained in a statement signed by SON's head of public relations, Bola Fashino. In the matter between the SON and the suspects, officials of the agency carried out enforcement at the premises of United Welders Association at number 58 Bida Road, Onitsha, Anambra State, and seized 1,700 LPG cylinders suspected to be substandard. Lead counsel for the prosecution, Mo Kuma, stated that the life-endangering products failed all critical parameters tests, which include proof pressure test, burst pressure test, leakage and volumetric expansion test.
Choose life and live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
Hello and nice to have you on the feedback segment of the program. I am Halimot Osifo. Every day, Nigerians buy and use thousands of products at home, work, and on the go. Consumers expect that these goods will satisfy their needs. But did you know? Consumer satisfaction and protection is a collective responsibility. It demands input from not just the manufacturer, importer, and government, but also you, the consumer. Producing safe and quality products is one of the manufacturer's responsibility to consumers. The importer has a responsibility to ensure foreign products conform with standards. For the Standards Organization of Nigeria, our primary responsibility is to ensure that locally manufactured products in Nigeria give the required satisfaction to consumers through compliance with standards and ensure goods imported into the country meet the minimum requirements of Nigerian industrial standards. What about you, the consumer? Do you know your rights? Do you verify expiry dates before purchasing? Do you read content of goods warranty card? Do you check for product certification marks? Do you read and follow safety instructions? Do you use products appropriately? Do you speak up by reporting cases of fake and substandard products to the SON? If your answers to these questions are positive, good for you. Otherwise, you are neglecting your consumer responsibility. No doubt, all hands must be on deck to fight against fake and substandard products in Nigeria. You have a role to play. Taiwo Tolulokwe says, what is SON doing on having a training school or an academy like ICPC, EFCC, and other sister agencies? SON does not have an academy nor plan one. Its officers undergo necessary training and retraining on regular basis by accredited institutions in different fields of operations. I hope that answers your question. Spotlight_Chambers on Twitter says, it would be advisable to be effective and efficient in the discharge of your duties, with particular attention to seizures and what happens to them. Okay, products that have been seized by the Standards Organization of Nigeria are subjected to laboratory tests and analysis. The outcome of this will determine if the products are irredeemable, whereby the products have to be destroyed, or redeemable cases whereby the products are subjected to rectification under SON's supervision. Durojola Tokwe says, Son ladies, nice presentation. I enjoy your program. Kudos to your technical and production crews. Keep up the good standards and quality work. Thank you so much, Durojola. Keep watching, and we hope to serve you better. Mazi Chike from Henugu says, please, those motor tires being destroyed can be used to produce slippers, fancy chairs, and other items to beautify the environment. Is there any arrangements on recycling products? Definitely. In some cases, the destroyed products could serve as raw materials for other products, like in the case of tires. Anonymous Messenger says, I watched with keen interest. Thanks, Standard and you. You're welcome. Stacy Brownsy on Instagram says, please, when do we focus on phones? There are many cases of substandard phones. Alright, I'm glad to tell you that we have acquired necessary equipment for testing phones and accessories. We carry out market surveillance on products, including phones, and recently enforcement activities on phones. We are also collaborating with Nigerian Communications Commission in improving the regulatory regime on phones. And that concludes this week's episode of the program Standard and You. Keep your messages coming in with your full name and location to the number 0705-972-4455. Follow us on Facebook at Standard and You, Instagram and Twitter at Standard and You _. Remember, you can watch previous episodes online at youtube.com/Standard and You. Don't just view, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember, buy original, sell authentic, and use only the best. Bye for now.
Why you dey buy fake product, make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.
Buy original.
original. You should know where to